What's up, gamers, and welcome back to some more Soul Calibur 222 featuring Link. And it's more of the gaming guide, collecting everything in Soul Calibur 2 that at least I could find. For all those incomplete guides on the internet, we're doing a full-on video guide. And without further ado, let's finish off, finally, arcade mode so we can get into the thing that everybody cares about, weapons master mode. We really want to get that started, so this is the end of arcade mode with all the unlockable characters where it matters. The key thing there, where it matters. So without further ado, let's just get right underway with the gameplay. Okay, so now we start off with Astaroth this time. We're going Astaroth for stage 1 against Xianghua. So it's Astaroth, as I already just explained at the beginning. There is 3 other characters that are, of course, unlockable, but by playing arcade mode with them, you don't unlock anything for the museum, nothing for the collections, nothing for in that regard. So, going forward, once again, we don't need to showcase fighting with, spoiler alert, 3, 2, 1, Assassin, Berserker, and Lizardman. Playing arcade mode can be fun with them, but it doesn't necessarily unlock anything, that at least that I found, so we won't be showing us playing through arcade mode. Plus, I don't believe you can actually play regular arcade mode with any of those 3. You can only play extra arcade mode, something we unlocked, of course, earlier on in a previous video. You can only play extra arcade mode with them, if I'm remembering that correctly. So, yeah. Don't completely take my word for it, but it is what it is. So, now we've defeated Xianghua pretty handily with Astaroth in a very devastating way. You know, it's kind of, you know, he's so massive. Like how tall is he supposed to be? Because he's got to be every bit of like 7 feet, 7, 8 feet. Like, he's got to be the size of Shaq, right? I'm hoping that that's the case. Otherwise, yeah. I mean, let's like by height comparison. Okay, maybe he's not. No, he's 7 feet. He's 7 feet. He gotta be. And it's just so like just width as well. It's not so much the height. Well, the height is scary, but it's the width of this dude. Like, goddamn, he's just built different. He is built bigger. Like, goddamn. Okay, so we easily are taking care of Young Sung here. Now the second battle underway. As I said, I know everyone was getting, like, I even got a dislike for whatever reason on one of the previous arcade mode videos. I think it was part 4. I have no idea why they would dislike it. Did I say something to offend anybody? Like what was the point, you know? Oh, we are getting our ass kicked this time. And now we're going for the easy. Oh, no. We actually did lose on stage 2. Man, we really suck with Astaroth. Well, once again, we never use the big characters, Berserker, Astaroth, I guess to a point Necrid, you know what I mean? We don't really use them. Though, to be fair, I do enjoy playing as Necrid. The other 2, not so much. But, yeah. It always baffles me when someone just automatically hits dislike on a video without a comment. Like, I can understand, you know, you do a review, someone doesn't like your opinion, they hit the dislike button and say you're wrong in the comments. But at the very least, type out why. Like, I don't think I've ever hit the dislike on a single video, short or otherwise, long before there was YouTube Shorts. But even then, if I purposely hit the dislike video, I at least say why I dislike it. It's usually because I don't like the opinion, they're factually incorrect, something, you know. But anyways, yeah, I don't know what to do. I think I'm just providing something because, as I said, I couldn't find a complete cohesive guide on how to unlock every single thing. So I thought, just like with Budokai 2 on the GameCube, you know, there's always the cheat code on the PS2, but what are you supposed to do on the GameCube? So with the Budokai 2 guide, I thought I was doing, you know, everyone a favor who ends up playing some retro games. I know I love to emulate old games. You know, I like playing Game Boy Advance and N64 and stuff like that. Even Sega Genesis, I love playing some old Sonic too, right? So I think, like, by doing this, I'm doing everyone I guess, a small favor. It was fun for me to do, of course, but it's a bit of an endeavor, and I just think that it might be helpful for somebody. As long as it helps one person, that's the main thing, right? And we're kind of destroying Ivy here with our heavy attacks. Not gonna lie. But once again, it's only stage 3. The fact that we lost that that second bout in stage 2 to Young Sung there, not exactly stellar of us. So now Taki on stage 4, heavy. By stage 4, she should be pretty heavy on the guarding. So this should be a little interesting, I would say.
Don't waste my time. Let's go.
Battle 1. Fight.
Okay. Oh, well. Starting, yeah. Oh, there's that guard. Oh, damn. Yep, see the guarding. Heavy guard, guard impact, guard break. So we get... that is one hell of a cool grapple there. Yeah, taking some heavy hits here. Beating Taki is all about the grapples, really. Now rush him with something heavy. Boom. Nope. Nope. Yeah. It's not surprising to me that we lost the first one. It's really not. She just, as I said, once the computer gets to a certain level of AI, stage 4 obviously is it, she guards like crazy. She's very good at guard impact, guard breaking, and just straight up guarding. That's all she likes to do. So unless you're well versed with the character, able to do like different combinations, which obviously with Astaroth I am not. I'm just relying on the grapples and hoping that I break through her guard eventually. She guards down while I hit, you know, up. Yeah. Yep, see, like things like that, just going with the down. And then boom, another big grapple, boom! Okay, we need one hit. Just hit, yeah, see? We get a little lucky on a few where she's guarding like the down low side when she should be guarding the mid section, you know, because there's mid guard, high guard, and low guard, as far as I'm aware. I'm very bad on the guarding aspects of Soul Calibur, not gonna lie. Okay, now we're just spamming just for the sake of it. Well, to be fair, it was working. She's below half with that alone. And now, if we just get a quick grapple in. Oh, no. We're going for the spam. And then we go for the grapple. This should kill. Boom. Okay. Yeah, we had to play a little dirty there. We had to play a little dirty because Taki plays... She plays just really well, which is what you expect from someone like that. Like, her style of play, like Talim's, is very similar. It's all about guarding and then going in for some quick hits, backing off, guarding again, you know. Like Voldo's acrobatics, theirs is guarding and taking the opportunity to counter. Speaking of Voldo. We're not doing very well, are we? Maybe a ring out will help? We get a grapple in, but this match is... Oh! We actually won that? I was about to say, like, but I think this match is kind of over. Like, just because we did some heavy hits near the late part of it, Voldo was kind of winning that fight. But we end up clutching in. Alright, so now we go in again. Oh! Stop him from doing a launch. Oh, those are big hits. Those thrusts, they have not exactly the wide berth of the axe, but once they hit, we're good to go. Now we just need to hit Voldo. Yeah, alright. So Voldo was not himself in that particular matchup because he did a few chip shots, but we took him down. Alright. Stage 6, Raphael, let's go. He might be a wee bit difficult if he decides to spam, but we should be able to knock him off balance. Let's see. Alright. We start off by keeping him at a distance. And it's working really well because our hits are really heavy. We just need another... Yeah, boom! There we go. Alright. Against Raphael? No problem, no problem. Alright, cool. Jesus. Just drops the axe. I'm King Kong, motherfucker. You know, like, seriously. Oh, quick thrust. Alright, okay, don't let him get in. Keep him at the distance with the axe. You got the reach. Yep. Oh, he's playing it infighting, so get him back out there. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Okay, he dodged. He went for the grapple. Keep thrusting. Boom! He just can't. His finesse was not enough. Now, if I was facing Astaroth, I would have went in for the infighting constantly. Like, he waited for us to come to him almost. He was too patient. He was too cautious. Usually you gotta spam with that. Oh. Maxi, of course.
Do you remember me, you freak? Pretentious little bug.
Okay, Astaroth versus Maxi. Their story is very interesting, as I said. Their story is quite interesting. That's why you really got to read when you unlock the character profiles. It's really interesting. And Maxi is kicking the shit out of us. Because unlike Raphael, what I just said, Maxi is an infighter. So you got to bring when the advantage is to the big, you know, the big dick swingers like Nightmare and Berserker, Astaroth. You really got to bring the infight. And he was kicking our ass there. We got sort of lucky with the lack of guarding right there. So he was doing though what Raphael wouldn't. You know. Okay. We're keeping it still at an infight here. We're trying to gain some distance, but he's bringing still. Maxi's an infight to mid-range fighter, and his acrobatics are going to keep us like we're not going to be able to guard against things like that. Oh, we got him, but it might not be enough unless we capitalize on it, and we didn't, and he got the best of us. Alright. So now we are 1 for 1 here. Now we got to beat up Maxi for the 3rd time.
That was fun.
Alright.
Final battle. Fight.
Here we go. And boom, boom. We get that big grapple in. The thrust doesn't do anything, but we do get one hit of our axe. We're keeping the guard up. So is Maxi, though. He's getting smarter. Oh, but he let his guard down there for 2 big hits. One grapple will do it. One grapple will do it. And there it is. Throw him around like a rag doll. It's Loki versus Hulk all over again. Puny God. Let's go. Okay. Astaroth. Let's do this. And now, of course, against Inferno. Love to see it. Love to see it. Not really. The crazy fire demon with a sword stabbed into his head.
Disappoint me. Versus Inferno. The terror known as the catastrophe has revealed itself.
Okay. Let's go.
Final battle.
Astaroth versus Astaroth. Except we thrust forward. We thrust forward. Then we hit him. He blocks, but it doesn't matter because our axe is bigger and stronger, baby. And there we go.
Fight.
Oh, Xianghua, I believe I kicked the shit out of you in stage 1. Yeah, and it seems to be going that way again because my reach is just that much better and you are not a guard expert, clearly. Okay, what's the final Inferno? It was Xianghua, now it's... Oh, Young Sung. Oh, Young Sung actually, you know what? It's funny because Young Sung actually did take a bout from me, so that is actually not a bad choice by Inferno. Being like, alright, this guy actually managed to counter you. And he's doing a pretty good job, but we only need 1 hit. And there it is, the uppercut of the axe, and boom! Inferno is defeated by Astaroth. Soul Calibur emerges, and boom. We have the ending.
Need more souls.
Do you, though? Your heart's kind of looking a little bit like I would get that checked out at a hospital. To infuse the sword with the strength his master desired, Astaroth would pay the ultimate price. He consumed countless souls, and steeped in their fear, became the sacrificial offering. No one knew the god of destruction's true desires, but there would be no respite for Astaroth. His body fused with the malevolent blade, Astaroth was feared as the Grim Reaper on battlefields for all eternity. Well, that's fucked up. No, that version of, like, did you see that crazy version of Soul Edge there? And that's a fucking axe. I'm not gonna lie. Now that's what we call an axe, you know? Alright, so we got the profile. Add it to the collections. This way, that way. I'm not sure which way. Now it's Voldo's time. Let's go with Voldo. Actually, this is my least favorite costume for Voldo. Is the bandage one. I love his alternate costume, the third one. That's my favorite. But as I said, we're playing everyone's just original costume, the OG costumes for arcade. But yeah, this is not my favorite. Maybe it's because he does creep me out. Okay, so with Voldo, I just spam all the buttons. Not gonna lie, because I do not know how to do all his, like, his spider crawl, his acrobatics. I have no idea how to do it. I just button mash and hope for the best. Y-A, and a kick. You know. And of course, this is only stage 1 Taki, so that's very helpful for us because she's not as guard spammy. Ooh. Not great, not great. Being up against the wall. Yeah. Okay, do something that looked... If I didn't know it was Voldo, I would say it's completely sexual. But it's Voldo, so... everything is or nothing is, you know. Take the pick. With this dude. And now... oh, Keelik. Now that's an interesting opponent. If it wasn't stage 2... you'd be a little bit worried about losing a bout from this guy because, says the guy who just lost a bout with, you know, stage 2 Young Sung, but because Keelik's range is a factor. And that's why I think we're sort of rushing him there, trying to keep it as an in-fight because we're definitely more adept at in-fighting. We love our grapples, of course. And we like to spam different combinations. He's not going to be able to guard as well. And since he's not using his staff to its fullest effect. Boom, there we go. He did get one nice combo in there. Not going to lie. He did get one nice combo in. Okay, I think we... come on. We can take this guy. Bring his ass out. Just grapple him and take him. Oh, we don't need to do that, apparently. We are going to... there we go. Problem? What problem? No problem. Problem solved, more like. Okay. There we go. And then... okay, Maxi in his pirate attire. Alright. I mean, I guess you call it... I mean, both of his outfits are kind of pirate attire. Alright, 2 in-fighters. Though, of course, our guy Voldo has some lunging capabilities, let's say. But we straight up massacred him with that perfect. Like, he did not stand a chance. Damn. Not gonna lie, that's a big damn. Okay, can we do the same thing again? Yeah, do some reversal. Reversal. Oh no, he's getting wise to our plan. We're just spamming different combinations. So we get a grapple in, bringing him down to half. So we're evening the playing field, and then we get some quick uppercuts. Yeah, he's done for. That is a deadly move. That Voldo move, the stab, stab, stab to the ground. I like that one. You guys will probably notice that a little bit more. Also, though I own this game and I've loved this game for many years, I haven't played it, you know, since I decided to make this video guide. So basically, the first time I didn't practice or anything, so the first time you guys are seeing me use these characters is generally here in arcade mode. Like, this is my first time playing Voldo in probably 15 years. You know, oh, at least. So this is me just going, okay, I'm going to learn the character as I do arcade mode and hope for the best, you know. So, like Mitsurugi here, kicking the shit out of us. That's getting an upper hand. That's probably not going to last. Nope. Okay, Mitsurugi kicked the shit out of us. To be fair, I could see, like, lore-wise, Mitsurugi, like, not failing. Mitsurugi is probably, like, one of the strongest characters. I just feel like he is the guy. Like, he'd be like, oh, your tricks and your different martial arts cannot beat my zen of the sword, you know? He'd be Aksok-san about it, you know? I just see him being that guy. Though supposedly he's like 27, and I'm like, dude, that dude still looks 20 years older than I do, and I'm 35. And we managed with that grapple to turn the tides, but that was still, that second bout was still close. We just had to keep up. Most of the time, my solution to things is hyper offense. Usually that's my solution to things. You know, and if I get big gains like that, that's when I go full force, and then I say, okay. And then, see, I always make the mistake of saying, okay, I'm keeping up good momentum, go for the grapple, and it always does that to me, and then I end up in a bad position like this. And then I usually win with the grapple at the end result, but I always hesitate, go for the grapple when I should just keep up the combinations. Back off, quick combo, back off, different combo. You know, with a high A, a low A, you know. Okay, now we're up against Ivy. Alright. For stage 5, that's a wee bit scary. A wee bit.
Give up already.
Battle 1. Fight.
Obviously, looking at that cut, we must have lost the first one anyways, but this time we are beating the ever-loving shit out of a woman. We even got a perfect of beating the shit out of a woman. Equal rights here on this channel, I'm just saying. Equal rights here. Isn't that what people say? I don't know. Ivy's still pretty much a boss. Though she's kind of a spoiled brat, not gonna lie. Like, Ivy is not... If I were to ever have a daughter, I'd be like, no, Ivy is not a figure I would look to, you know, as a like, she's badass, but there's a lot going on in that brain of Ivy's, you know. She is not an ideal figure to look up to, male or female, you know. It's like I don't blame someone for not looking up to Voldo there, you know. Or Siegfried, perfect example. I would not use Siegfried as a role model. No. Most characters in Soul Calibur are not role models. Keelik is kind of a role model. Talum maybe is a role model. That's kind of it. Even Mitsurugi is more like as far as a warrior goes, a little bit. Oh my god, this is... We are so close to being wrung out every time. I don't know how none of that happened. This is one... Damn. Oh. Like, I've never seen Nightmare do this whole suicide kick every time. And we managed to win. I've never seen him do the whole, like, jumping and, like, you know... What's that? It's not the Sparta kick. What's it called? The... Anyways. Yeah, leave in the comments down below. Who do you think is actually a good role model in the Soul Calibur lineup? Damn. I got destroyed and wrung out. Fair enough. I might have probably deserved that one. Well, you kind of are doing it. Oh, we tried. Failing. Okay. Little hits. Oh, our favorite move. I told you guys. You see a little bit of that. Okay, we're just trying to keep it an in-fight, trying to get it in close. And we're doing all that chip damage. It's paying off. A little bit more guarding. Oh, but then he tripped us up. Okay. But just a little chip shots. Little chip shots. There we go. So, we won by war of attrition with that bout. Yoshimitsu is our destined fight. Okay. Yes, we're the spider on the wall. Yeah, I never learned how to do that move.
Absurd. Battle 1. Fight.
Okay, we tried to headbutt him? I've never seen that. I don't know. This is the fight of two crazy people in costumes. Oh, that little shit. We're so close, we're so close. You're kidding me. Look at that. Look at that right down there. You're kidding me. Yoshimitsu, you prick. Not gonna lie, you prick.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, I'm looking for the... I'm not letting him play that game now. I'm guarding and then I'm attacking. Guard, then attack, then use the combos. Guard, then attack. Oh, no, that time it didn't work. But still, we got almost 2/3 of his health gone by doing that combo. Just keep the guard up, boom. Attack when possible. There you go. Almost got it. Ah, this little shit. It's an acrobatic versus an acrobatic. It's not fun. I don't like facing Valdo with the strong AI at the best of times. Yoshimitsu's similar. He's a different type of acrobatics, but still. Okay, so now we have a final battle against Yoshimitsu. We dodged the first one. We get the early hit. Boom, another big hit. Okay, we took him down to half. We're taking these strong hits. He's blocking most of our best. Then he gets a grapple on us. Oh, but we managed to counter. But he gets another grapple. He's turning the tide with basically two moves, two grapples. This is why I love grapples. Grapples usually turn the tide. But we managed to win it out. A couple of spin maneuvers there. You know, attack, boom, take it. He got a little too fancy with the footwork. We capitalized by doing horizontal moves. And now the big fight against, you guessed it, once again, it's Donkey Kong. Oh shit, it's not Donkey Kong. It's Inferno. Okay, here we go. Of course, he doesn't say anything. He just growls like he does. Inferno.
The seal was broken, and a new era of terror has begun. Final battle.
Obviously, we lost that fight the first time. Boom, first off, that was a bad cut, and second off, we're up against Keelik version of Inferno, so obviously we did not do quite well. Normally I tried to make those cuts really seamless, but I'm getting a little sloppy. And now, who's this? Can't tell. Might have been Taki? Maybe? But we kicked her ass too quickly to tell. Now this is Young Sung once again. Young Sung fighter. And by the looks of it, we got it this time. Oh, no, he's doing heavy... Holy shit, that's a lot of heavy damage. Okay, this is getting close. We need one quick grapple. Or at this point, just one hit. Yeah, boom! There we go. Okay, so we got a little cocky there. That's probably why we lost the first time. We were like, yeah, we got this. And then boom, boom, boom. Half a health bar. Gone. And there we go. Voldo. Arcade mode complete. See Soul Edge and Soul Calibur. I wonder what the difference is. Why some of them see both. In the familiar darkness, Voldo welcomed his moment of bliss. He carried the sacred sword to the altar. His master's wish was about to be fulfilled. At that very moment, their dearest wishes came true, and Voldo heard a familiar voice once again. He would lurk in the shadows for eternity to protect his master, even to this day. Yeah, I wonder what the reasoning is. Like what are the developers trying to say? Well, because every time you play, sometimes you see, like, the character sees Soul Edge or Soul Calibur, or they see both. You know, I'm wondering what the reasoning behind that is, you know? Like, what is it trying to say or represent about the character, you know? Like the duality sometimes, maybe? Either way, it's time to start our journey as Seongmina.
She rides the wind freely.
The final 20th character you're supposed to, you know, unlock, but there is, of course, 3 more hidden special characters. Here we are to face off against Talon with Seongmina. I actually, when I was drawing my own manga as a teenager, I loved the weapon here that Seongmina used so much. It's a combination. It's a halberd, but also it's in some, depending on the length, I believe it could be a Bicento. You know, it could be a Naginata. There's multiple names for it, so I actually developed multiple characters based on Seongmina, or Seongmina's weapon at the very least. I was like, my character should use one of these. They're so bloody cool, you know. So when I used to be better at drawing, I used to draw a lot of my fantasy characters wielding a halberd or Bicento. And it was all due to, it actually came from this game. When I saw Seongmina's weapon, I was like, that weapon is so cool, why haven't I seen it more often, you know? So, fun little fact about yours truly. So, Seongmina, of course, we handle that with some elegance, with some grace. Now it's us against Keelik. Alright, here we go.
What you're made of.
Are you ready for this?
I don't know if she is. Because one with a, like, we have the same idea, the same weapon idea, but mine has a pointy end. Yours does not. So I won't take that away from Keelik, because the fighting styles are still quite different. Keelik's is much more spammable. Keelik's fighting style is much easier to adapt to and easier to get good at. Though we still won that particular bout, you know,
That felt good.
a little close for stage 2, I'm not gonna lie.
Battle 2. Fight.
Okay, so we go in early, trying to get some early stuff done. It's obviously a long-range fight. He's gonna have the... I just think that, like, I've got... Yeah, like, my playstyle is better for adapting at grapples and quick attacks, so... And there we go. So we defeat Keelik in the same 2 battles. 2 for 2.
That's what you get for not paying.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Versus Charade.
Ooh, we get to face Charade. Now that's always fun.
Blade's powers.
Facing Charade can be quite fun.
You are sure you
Because
want
you never know who you're gonna get. I actually like playing a Charade. It's quite, it is interesting because I get to play all the play styles. But Charade is also got a different body type. You know, just more of an average, slightly taller than average body type of a humanoid. So it's interesting when you get certain fighting styles. Because Charade might adapt the fighting style, but doesn't adapt the size of the opponent. You know, or sorry, the size of the user. So both width, height, everything like that, it's different. So it's quite interesting. So we handled that with a lot of grace, but now Mitsurugi Charade. Now that's a interesting one. And ooh, the getting hit in the air thing. Now we went for the grapple. That was a big mistake the first time because we got a lot of hits. Yeah. Oh, and we get up. Yeah. So we got one, but we went for it 3 times. It only connected once the second time, and we should have backed off then. Mitsurugi's quite difficult to deal with normally, and a Charade Mitsurugi is just as much of a problem. So here it looks like it's Xianghua. Another character quite hard to deal with a long-range fighter. Unless she doesn't block at all, which this seems to be the case. Charade is not blocking at all, and we're just keeping her at arm's length, and boom. So, I was going to argue. I'm like, oh man, this is only stage 3, and we just lost a bout. Like, goddamn. But, yeah. That seems to be the case with that one.
Versus Yoshimitsu. His purpose is shrouded in mystery.
And here we go.
Okay, playtime's over.
Yeah, it is. Against Yoshimitsu. Getting to play all the fun characters this time. Boom. Bam. Oh man, if that connected, that would have been devastating to Yoshimitsu. But here we're having fun with all the ground game with that one. A couple of different kick combinations. Yeah, we had his number pegged. We said, no. You're going to be acrobatic, we're going to play your game. So we were playing a ground game, then an up, you know. Just, it's the way it works. Oh yeah, she knows she's a bad bitch. She doesn't pretend to hide it. Okay, if we can't keep him at a distance, then we start with the low game. Try to hit him down below, which works. Keep him off balance, then you go with the high game. And if he blocks all the mid-range, oh, go for the grapple, it didn't work. So we hit him again, and it's just chip damage with Yoshimitsu. Like, that's all we were doing that whole time. There was no proper combo, there was no grapple, there was nothing there that really said, like, you know. But it all works. It all works, you know.
Versus Voldo.
But this one seems to be taking us a lot longer. I think Sungmina, the problem is, unless you get good with her, she's one of those characters. Once again, it's my fault for gameplay style, but she is not one to quickly end a fight unless you're well versed with her attack combinations. And now against Voldo, I feel like we're going to struggle a little bit here. So even though we have the range, once again, all our attacks, unlike Keelik, we don't have high combos or anything like that. They're just chip damage, and looking at the amount of damage Sungmin already took, we're just trying to keep Voldo away, and he eventually, as we just saw, the fact that Voldo fell for all that, like, did you guys see that? That was pathetic. Like, on both my part, I was just spamming the same, like, stay away, stay away. And Voldo was like, okay, I'm dead. Yeah, we're sort of slightly weaker on the damage output Keelik, probably a little more finesse. But, yeah. We seem to do a heavy amount of damage to Voldo right there, though. And now just 2 more small hits, and boom, Voldo went down. So that was odd. It seems, once again, I don't understand exactly how the accumulation of Soul Calibur damage works. Sometimes it seems like if you end up with a full combo, the damage increases versus having the last attack. Like the last attack of a 4-hit combo, if you hit all 3 hits prior, the 4th attack does more damage versus if you just hit the 4th attack.
Battle 1. Fight.
Well, they're really giving us the easy opponents, aren't they? The suave revolutionary over here. who tried to grapple us. We managed to finish him off and say, nope, our grapple, buddy, our grapple. And he is now capitalizing on us on the ground. Oh shit, he went for that crazy combo. Thankfully, we capitalized. Alright. Whoa. Just... It was a little too much to follow. I would be terrible as a sports commentator. I really think I would. I would like to give it a go, but I feel like I'd be Snoop Dogg at that LA Kings game where like everybody loved it because it was just Snoop being like, holy damn, you know, and shit like that. But I don't think I'd be able to keep up with all the lingo and all the stats. And I just need one more hit. One more hit. Man, we are going down to the wire here. Really? Okay, there we go. So I was about to say, I was like, okay, we're really doing this. We're really going down to the wire after we kicked his ass up and down this library. And then all of a sudden it's like, boom, we gotta... Here. Alright, Young Sung versus Sung Mina.
I finally found you. Go home and leave Soul Edge to me.
No, no. Let young people handle it.
Battle 1. Fight.
Let young people handle it. That is... No wonder she fought him. Which, by the way, holy shit, like, that was one hell of a grapple to start off with. But, oh, no. Let young people handle it. Meanwhile, like, Sung Mina's, what, in her 30s? Young Sung might be... Which, by the way, is kicking the shit out of us, and we are getting nowhere. Holy crap. We got nowhere. He destroyed us. We kept him at long range. He guarded everything. Then came in with his mid-range fighting and destroyed us. Like, whoa, wait a minute. Maybe he's right. Maybe he's onto something here. Maybe Sung Mina is getting a little old. But how old can she be really? She's in the, what, 30s? I didn't remember reading her character profile extensively, so holy shit, like, are we gonna lose? Okay, boom. We're getting those big hits in. Okay, we spam the 1-2, 1-2, and it ended up working. But he had us right there, again. Okay, final battle. Maybe play this a little differently. Okay, no, we're gonna take the in-fight to him. Are we crazy? Okay, we change it up with a kick. Okay. I can't tell you what the difference is anymore. As I said, the damage output sometimes always looks strange to me. It's like, well, I hit him 6 times and he's only got this much damage. They hit me once and I take like this much damage. And sometimes the vice versa happens where I'm like, okay, I only hit him 4 times. 4 times and he's lost half his health. I'm like, what's the difference again? That's what I'm saying. I don't fully understand how that works.
Isn't how it's supposed to be.
Versus Inferno. The seal was broken.
The final arcade mode
Has begun.
is Sung Mina against Inferno. Let's go. We finish it off. Obviously, we lost the first time. Okay, Raphael. We're not very good with Sung Mina, not gonna lie. We are not very good with her. Keep losing bouts. This one probably took one of the longest. We are not good with her. But as I said before to everyone, I believe I said in a previous video, and I know I've said in this video, the first time in like 15-20 years that I've played as these characters was literally doing arcade mode and hitting record. So, like, this is probably the only time I play as Sung Mina throughout the whole game, and I unlock her, and then I play arcade mode and I hit record. So I don't practice, I don't screw around with her in like practice mode or versus mode or anything like that, or weapons master. I just, nope, alright, let's use her and let's see what happens. There we go, we defeat Inferno. This time hopefully for the final time. Though Spoiler alert, Inferno exists in Weapons Master
This
Mode.
was for the best.
And not just once.
I think.
Not just once. So. But with that, really cool. Boom. There's Soul Calibur. Once again, bringing up the point that different swords appear. Mina used every ounce of energy left within her and struck down the evil blade with her Zambato. That's what they call that? The sword of salvation she sought to save her people turned out to be nothing but lies. The evil flames extinguished, leaving behind a faint, anguished groan. Mina knew her journey had come to an end. She looks like such a good anime character. Triumphantly, Mina headed home, wearing a smile that had forgotten all the injuries. She's like, "All right, young Sung, you're coming with me." I love that anime style. Like, I would watch a Soul Calibur anime done in that style. Like, that was very anime-esque. Okay, and now Sung Mina profile, so that we got the profile for Sung Mina, finally. That's pretty damn cool. And that should end arcade mode. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that should be, as I already said, the end of arcade mode. And now we can move on to bigger and brighter things like Weapon Master Mode, which is, of course, the adventure mode that you go through in Soul Calibur 2. It's where you unlock a lot of the characters, which we will, of course, see. It's where you unlock all of the weapons, pretty much. And it's where you unlock, of course, other modes and other things and everything else that's down below right here, you know, in this sort of direction. Right here, right here. So everything else in the museum will be unlocked pretty much through Weapons Master Mode, with a few slight exceptions, but we'll get to that when we get to it. That being said, hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always, and we'll see you all back here for the next inclusion in the gaming guide of Soul Calibur 222 featuring Link. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys are too, and have a good one. Sayonara.